Hello, welcome back to Cities Skylines. On the last video, we became a worthy village, and now we're going to be moving to the next milestone. What are we looking to do? We want to become a tiny town. We need 1,500 people. We're currently at 960. We know what we got to do. We got to expand our suburbs a little bit. Oh no, a building is on fire. We just got access to the fire department, so that's kind of unfortunate. We're going to put in a fire department really quickly, kind of like right here on the corner. They probably won't be able to get to that fire in time. We also need a police station, just to deal with crime, if there is any. I'm going to put the police station... You know what? We're going to get rid of this little strip mall and put in a police station here, so that the police have a quick way onto the roundabout. If they need to get to the residential, they can, and if they need to get over here, they just need to go around. It's unfortunate that they will need to go around. Everybody's happy about the place being here. We did unlock... Oh, a high-capacity elementary school. Okay, who cares about that? Did we unlock anything else? Yeah, districts, which we'll look into, maybe. And what is this, parks or monuments? Unique buildings. We can't afford any, so don't worry about that for now. Right now, we've got our amenities set up, the fire department, the police department. We already had a little clinic, and I don't think anything else unlocked here. You know what, we should check really quickly. What unlocked? Yeah, nothing really. Some specializations that we're not really going to look into right now, but that's pretty much it. And the reason why you need to set up the fire and the police department is because those events don't occur until you hit this milestone, and then all of a sudden crime is introduced to your world and fire is introduced to your world. But before then, everything is in a state of blissful ignorance. Fire doesn't exist. This one is going to curve that way, but then I'm also going to branch off of it and go this way a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing here, where it's going to come out and curve this way, but then we're going to have a branch that comes out and curves this way. And these are all dead-end streets. I just do this because it looks fun and organic. And honestly, I like putting in corner shops. I think they're cute. The concept of having a corner shop just feels like home, you know? I grew up in a little quiet part of town where we had a little corner shop. You walk there, go get yourself like a hot dog or something. So that highway just ends out there. That's outside of our jurisdiction. We can't do anything about that. Population's going to start to slowly grow and fill up. We need an outside connection. Oh, no, we don't need that. That's somebody else's problem. We are connected to the outside. This highway, I believe, runs all the way to the edge of the map, and so does that one. So we already have an outside connection. I must have clicked on that to make it pop up with the instructions on what that means. Wow, this Pancakes International has the brightest Hollywood lights outside. Quiet corner shop, but man, is it bright. Jubilee convenience store. Very convenient. How convenient is that? Uh-oh. The police. Oh, sheesh. They responded to a call. What did they do, though? They're 33% full. Are they taking someone away? There's mods to change the police and the sound of their sirens as well. Isn't that exciting? We might investigate that someday. This is the firehouse. Oh, look. I knew I was forgetting something. I always do this. Let's try our best to try to stick to the roads, but you know, it's a video game, and I'm not... I don't know anything about water engineering. I know that the sewers run under the roads, not like under your house. At least, do they? Maybe they do. I don't know. You know what I realized? I realized that I know nothing. That's okay too. I'm fine with that. Look at all this new residential area that opened up. Do I want a corner store here? Yeah, we've got demand for commercial, so let's plug in a corner store there, and we'll plug in a corner store there and there. And these should start satisfying some of our demand for commercial. Maybe we put in a couple more here. It looks like people want more commercial. This little roundabout is a good place for commercial buildings. Gives us a buffer between where the people live and where the people pollute, which I think is important. Because you don't want to be living next to this. You don't want to be living in this cloud of smog, this brownish haze of pollution. The Plastomold and the Mattock and Winchco and laminate floors, fish stick factory. What is this? An electronics. Oh, and a gas station with a squirrel riding a donut. Wow, that's wonderful. There's the exorbitantly bright pancake store. Game nonstop will be there forever. Big bite. Clinic's doing well, I think. At least I don't see any issues. Alright, we're starting to make $1,000 a week or so. We're currently sitting at about $1,000. And can we afford any of these now? No. See, these cost like $40,000. This clock costs $37,000. It's a countdown clock. I don't even know what it's counting down to. Treasure hunt. Okay. I don't know what that is. That must be a DLC that I've not had the opportunity to play yet. And then I haven't unlocked any of these, of course. We've reset our progress on things like that, so we'll be working toward that together. We don't need high capacity elementary school. We might want to put in more of these little dead end cul-de-sac streets. I don't know yet. There's a koi fish. I don't know what they sell there. It's a quiet corner shop. Then there's another gas station and a medium mug cafe. Those are cute little corner shops, I think. And a general store over here and a car wash, you know, just in the middle of little suburbs, a little corner store car wash, some fast food, alcohol store. This guy's going to go buy his alcohol. Oh no, never mind. They're just going to park there and go for a walk. No, they're just going to park there and go home. I guess they don't have a driveway. They do. They choose not to use it. Yeah, it's none of my business. You do whatever you want. Dino oil. We could even put another... You know what I like? I like whenever these roads... Let's expand this a little bit. I like when they have these little crescents. They don't go anywhere, but it's like a little crescent, you know? And it's called like Stevens Crescent or whatever. Small town things. I should probably keep these pipes connected. What am I doing? Let me plug in the residential. And you don't usually have corner stores in these crescents. Phillips Street. I mean, we could rename that. Imagine living this close to the rail. That's kind of cool, actually, I think. And someday Peters Street maybe will loop around and connect to the downtown city street or whatever. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet how I'm going to play this. What I might want to do is bring this down to... I'm not sure. You know what? Let me just play this by ear here. If I do this... Yeah, let's do that. These will eventually connect with like a walking path or something, but we demolished basically a ton of housing in the process of doing that, but I'm okay with that. And we do need more commercial, so maybe it's time for this little section of Manor Street to have a couple strip malls or something. Maybe this connects. Well, if I connect that to the crescent, then that crescent stops being a dead end. I kind of like that. I like the idea of putting a couple convenience stores there. I mean, maybe they'll become convenience stores. We shall see what they become. But I like the idea of those being in walking distance of these guys here, even though this is like a million miles away if you were to try to drive there. And we're running low on power. How is that happening? Are we really not making enough power from our coal power plant? It's possible. Now, there's a few solutions to this, and one is just to increase the budget of the power plant. We'll say 20% at day, 20% at night, maybe 25% at night will increase the budget because everybody will have their lights on. Now, how does that fare? Okay, so we're doing all right. We might need to look at some renewable energy sources, maybe some wind turbines at some point. Our little residential area is spaghetti, but it's quiet and it's nice. We have some green area here that we need to do something with. Remember to have a look at the newly unlocked service. What do you mean? Uh-oh, what is this? Did I unlock a service? I don't think I unlocked a service. No. No, that's not a service. Don't lie to me. $12.97. We're about 80% of the way.
What does it feel like to drive a cloud? What does it feel like to steer a river? What does it smell like to smell a mountain? At Jubilee, we're committed to letting you do the impossible, and now we've succeeded in letting you drive the undrivable. The Jubilee Dementia. The car engineers said shouldn't be made. Test drive one today and experience what scientists for decades claimed was beyond the realm of safe driving. Jubilee. Be reasonable or be fast.
We are the law. Accountant. The law accounting. I know what you're thinking. Are we lawyers? Are we accountants? Well, it's a complicated question, probably requiring the services of a lawyer and an accountant. Is that us? Well, what do you think? Seems to me that there's a lot of you out there who might need the use of the law accounting. But that's not legal advice. That's life advice. In fact, we're legally barred from providing legal advice. The law accounting. Officially unlicensed since 2005.
I'm famous chef Tony McGona, owner of Tony McGona's Steakhouse. And when people ask me where I get my award-winning meat from, it's from one place, Meaty Bits. No matter what you need, be it a smoked pig, a goat by sunset, or a 10-foot alligator and a salty brine, Meaty Bits will get it to you fast with a smile and completely without judgment. So, if it's good enough for Tony McGona's Steakhouse, why not be good enough for Joe Public's Home House? Yeah. Get in touch with Meaty Bits and tell them Tony sent you. Meaty Bits. If it ever was alive, they can get it to you dead.
Getting very, very close here. What do we need to do? I think we need to get rid of some of these power lines, which are hindering the growth of our city a little bit. Hopefully that hasn't completely disconnected. No, our power grid is still solid. But what that means is we can put in a little bit more residential zoning. And we actually need a little bit more commercial zoning. So maybe what I'll do is I'll turn these into commercial zones. And do we need to turn something over here into a commercial zone? I don't think we do. Maybe that, since that just opened up. And look at these little houses here. These guys are adorable. This is like a little tiny house. Like, especially if you compare it to, okay, these are tiny houses, like the full-size houses for like full-size adults. You know, here's a normal-size house for comparison. This fits a household. Nobody's living in it right now. And then we got tiny house. No garage. It's got 2 floors somehow. It fits 2 floors in what is 1 floor on a normal house. The height of the door is half the size. This is like, well, you know what? That's a 6-foot door. That's a big door. It's like an 8-foot door, 9-foot door. I don't know why you need a door that big. Maybe those tiny houses aren't so tiny. Maybe all the other houses are just too big. What is this? The ice box. This is where you go to get ice. Hooray. Remember to have a look at the newly unlocked building. That's not new. Thank you, though. I do appreciate you, but it's not new. We got $13,000. This might be a good time for us to expand a road. Where would I put it? Remember to have a look at the new unlocked building. Community school. Oh, look at that. Small and safe community school. This is an alternative to the elementary school. And you know what? Not a lot of people are going to school. That school doesn't really have a lot of range. So maybe we put a little community center right out here. That's $12,000. How much does it cost a month? $240 a week. We can afford it to give our people a little bit more education. Look at all those smiling faces. It's a cute little place too. Look, it's got a rooftop, picnic table, some greenery on top, solar panels. It's a self-sustained community school. It's cute. I like it. You know what else I like? Being a tiny town, of course. We've got access to park areas, industry areas, pedestrian areas. We can do landscaping now. We can set policies for events and park. We've unlocked parks and plazas, obviously. New industry areas, such as the fishing industry. Some more unique buildings. Football stadium. We can start bringing the concerts to our little town. And then a whole bunch of new policies, which we will eventually explore as we start to expand out into creating a downtown area that's separate from the suburbs here that we will want to have different policies for. Oh look, we can actually put in little fences for park areas. Yeah, that's from one of the DLC that lets you build parks that aren't just these static assets that you can place. We'll start off by placing those static assets probably just to kind of get our happiness up. Let's do that and we'll see. Maybe we haven't set a goal yet for this video. Do we set this as our milestone? That's pretty high, 2,600 for a boomtown. Maybe our next milestone is to make sure that we've got all of our new buildings in place that we're going to need. Yeah, let's do that. So let's get our, I don't even remember what we unlocked. We're going to need a new, do we need a public library? No, we need a high school for sure. So we're going to take a high school, we're going to put it right here. That's going to take out 2 houses immediately. Boom. There goes all of our money. Hopefully that comes back though. That should make people happier, so that comes back pretty quickly. The other thing that we're going to do is we need to get a park as soon as we can afford it. We're going to put in a small park probably. It's only going to cost us $3,000 and $40 a week. Unless there's a smaller park. There's some with less weekly cost. Here's one, $500, $8 a week, a tiny playground. We can afford it right now. I say we put this in right next to the elementary school and the people cheer. We're a little bit low on power. I don't want to put in another coal power plant. It's going to be $6,000 to plug in this wind turbine, and people are leaving because the city is not getting enough power. This also makes noise. We could put it over here, but it's only going to generate 6 megawatts, so we might need to put this over here in our industrial area, which is not really growing. I'll say that. Our industrial area has been pretty static for quite some time now. We are still making money. I'm not too panicked yet. If that number starts to fall, then I'll start to worry. That one park should keep people kind of happy over there, and then maybe we put in another tiny park over here. Is that going to be enough to get our population to spike a little bit, increase the land value? I see buildings upgrading over here. What are you? This building I think was upgrading, or has upgraded. Maybe it's the one next door. Yeah, it's this one. Upgrade underway. A neighborhood shop upgrading to tier 2. That's going to support more workers, and hopefully we'll start to see some of our houses upgrade to tier 2. There's another upgrade. But if we don't, then we'll just need to plug in. We might need to plug in another park. These houses are ready to upgrade. They just need us to educate a few more citizens, so that's kind of just a wait for time to pass. What's going on here? Why is your light so yellow? The Pine Residence. We have room for one more park. A park with birches, another small one. Is that small though? It's gonna cost us $13 a week. And I kind of want to put it well. This one here I think needs to go right next to the high school. We need somewhere for these kids to go and just kind of hang out and, I don't know, have fights or whatever it is that kids do in high school. There you go, park next to the high school. And there's people hanging out at the high school in the middle of the night. That's a student. There's students hanging out at the high school in the middle of the night. Time means nothing to these people. I can now build a canal. I choose not to at the moment. Thank you, though. Thank you for the option. I appreciate it. This little park with birches. It's quite cute. People are happy, at least. At least our global happiness is quite high. And have we fulfilled our goal of getting all the new stuff? I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm not going to put in these new industry buildings. That doesn't count. What is this? A new fishing route? Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about establishing these advanced industries yet. We will. Don't worry. I can put in a decorative parking lot, and this counts as a park. Maybe we put one right at the entrance. As soon as you get into the city, you don't have to shop, but you can park. That's the first thing that you can do whenever you get here. You can park here, and then you can walk. You can walk to... Whoa, that truck just cut off that other pickup truck. Build a hotel. Maybe. Again, these are kind of like specialized industries. This one's for tourism. There is some interesting tourism here in the middle, but I don't think that we're ready for this yet. Although people do kind of like these little areas here with parks. They're very popular. Build an industry area. Yeah, it's an option. We can think about it, but not for this video. We'll save it for another one. So if there's something else to do in another video, a new goal. How are we doing? I think it's looking good so far.
Welcome to Bella Notte Pizzeria, where the moon is always full and so are the bellies. Our family-owned pizzeria has been serving up slices of heaven for over 3 generations. We've got a crust so crispy it could double as a frisbee, and a sauce so secret even our nonna doesn't know the recipe. Our pizzas are hand-tossed, and trust us, they've got better air time than a pro basketball player. Baked in a traditional wood-fired oven, they come out hotter than a summer in Sicily. And the cheese, let's just say our mozzarella could give a stretch limo a run for its money. But Bella Notte is more than just a pizzeria. It's a place where you can enjoy a slice of the Italian life without the airfare. Our building, located in the heart of town, is so authentically Italian. You'll start saying ciao instead of hello. So why not join us for a meal at Bella Notte Pizzeria? We're located just a short walk from... well, anywhere really. We're pretty sure the smell of our pizzas has a 5-mile radius. So come on down. We can't wait to serve you a slice of the good life.
Alright, I'm pretty happy with the state of our little city, although we do have the power issue still. You know what? Our video goal is to resolve this power issue, and it's not going to take me long. I could do it the easy way. In fact, our power issue is solved. For now. In the next video, well, never mind, look at that. Our power issue is not solved. I'm a fool for even thinking that it would be. Is another 7 megawatts going to do anything for us? Not really. If I put it over here, it'll only be 6. Do I care about the dump having to deal with noise? No, I don't. So we're going to put that there. That's going to help a little bit. And then as soon as we can afford it, we're going to put one more right here. And now I think the majority of our power woes have been solved with this renewable energy source. Actually, these won't always be making 10 megawatts, I'll tell you that. So maybe just to be safe, we're going to put in one more. Because eventually we'll want to reduce the budget on these power stations. And that's going to bring their efficiency down on these. Oh, never mind, the wind speed actually affects that. So that doesn't even have anything to do with the amount of money that we're pouring into the budget, I don't think. We've got massive residential demand, so I'll tell you what. We're going to put in one area here with some wide sidewalks. Look how wide those sidewalks are. That's going to encourage people to walk. And just like that, I think we're happy again. They're going to need water, aren't they? Sroxy, you genius. Way to think about that this time, for the first time. So our water looks horrible, but, you know, it's functional. So we can slow down time and admire our city. Our power issue is now solved. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Comments are especially important because that's how I know that I need to name a street after you, or take a look at your suggestion for what we name our city. But until next time, thanks for watching. Enjoy this little rainy montage.